Hey friends, I'm so glad to have you here. I hope that you've seen all the posts so far. I hope that you've been going through our files tab and exploring those recipes, and you're starting to put together a plan for next week of what you want to eat and what you want to fuel your body with. And so I just want to quickly give you some tips that I use to make it a little bit easier. So first, I have this really nice planner that a friend of mine sent me that has room for menu and a grocery list that just gets torn off, okay? I take these little spaces right here and I make the first one my breakfast, the second one my snack, lunch, and then I use the others for my dinners. As I mentioned yesterday, I typically do about 4 dinners, sometimes 5, but Friday nights, we always have family pizza night and movies. Sometimes we order the pizza and sometimes we make it at home, but that's like a go-to, so I don't even bother writing that one down. And then Saturdays and Sundays, we are using to use up our food, and Sundays I usually make something like chili or something like that for football. So just giving you an idea of what my week looks like, what I use to plan. So what I've been doing for breakfast this week that I actually loved and I'm going to stick with is I went ahead and I made a big pot of steel cut oats, and then I put it in a Tupperware container and I just scoop out what I need each morning, warm it up in the microwave for a minute, along with an egg casserole that I made. Same thing as egg muffins, where you put them in the muffin tins, but this is just easier cleanup. If you've ever made those muffins before, sometimes they stick to your muffin tin and it's a pain in the ass to wash it. So I am all about convenience. Don't judge. So when I make my egg casserole, so let's say I wanted 5 days worth of eggs for myself, means 10 eggs total. I eat 2 eggs a day. So I will crack 10 eggs. I will add a half a cup of milk, whisk it all together with some salt and pepper, and then throw all my veggies on the bottom of a 9 by 13 inch pan sprayed with cooking spray. Pour like lots of chopped spinach. If you like mushrooms, just any kind of veggies that you like, I throw in there. Easy way to sneak in more vegetables in my day. Then I pour that egg mixture on top. I add that little bit of milk because it makes it really fluffy like a quiche without adding like any added fat. So that's just a trick. And that's what I'm going to stick with for my breakfast next week. My snacks, I love to have yogurt and fruit. And I have been using these little pint-sized mason jars that have wide mouth tops. And it's really easy to get a big container of plain Greek yogurt. Whatever fruit is on sale, we've been lucky enough to have some organic strawberries on sale and organic blueberries. So I will put my yogurt on the bottom, put a drizzle of raw honey, and then all my fruit washed and cut up on top. And it stays great all week long. And then I have it set, ready to go. I grab it and eat on the run. My second snack of the day is typically my Shakeology. And I mix that with fruit and peanut butter. If you're not someone who's drinking Shakeology right now and you're looking for an alternative, then I would say you could try to come up with some kind of like protein or healthy fat and fruit. So maybe a handful of almonds and an apple, maybe string cheese and a banana. I gave you guys some ideas in the files tab. I know I keep shooting out more ideas. I can't help it. So, come up with your 2 snacks, stick with it, have them ready. It can be super simple. If you're new to this and you don't want to make things like mason jars, buy yourself some Greek yogurt, all the little mini containers, and a big bag of apples. Snack 1, done. Lunches, going with the mason jars this week. So I'm going to make myself big 5 mason jar salads. And honestly, I'm going to see what I have left over in the fridge. I save myself money that way if I take leftover grains, proteins, and veggies and kind of make something up. There's lots of great dressing recipes in the files tab. If you're looking for something in particular, ask me. I'd love to share. I love to cook, so I've got lots of resources. So that's about it. The other tip I wanted to give you is having these Ziploc bags. I know they're not great for the environment, but they are really easy when it comes to food prep. And I will actually turn mine inside out and wash them out so I'm not wasting over and over, because I can use them on my vegetables and fruit every week. And it's just easier to fit it into my storage bins in the fridge. So for example, and I'm going to talk about this more tomorrow, when we come home from the grocery store, I like to go ahead and take my romaine hearts and cut them up and put them through my salad shooter and wash them up, and then I put them all in here. And they stay fresh and crisp and nice and cold. And that way, you know, they're ready for me to go when I start building my salads the next day, okay? When I invited you to this group, guys, meal planning and prep is not something I do all in one day. I do a little bit at a time. So, and that's what I want to show you, is how easy it can be if you break it up into really manageable steps. So just make sure you've got some of these, either gallon, quart size, both, so that when you're prepping your food for the week, including you can do some dinner prep, especially if you're doing crock pot recipes, that you have these to throw all your chopped up veggies, marinated meats, whatever it might be, in there. So it's sitting in your fridge and ready for you. So I hope that helped. If you guys have any questions so far, let me know. I'm still kind of creating this list of my own. But today, your only task is really to finish coming up with the meals and the things that you want to create for next week. Again, you really only need to have those 5 days: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Beyond that, you don't need to worry about unless you want to. And then have your coordinating grocery list based on what you're going to make. Check your fridge, check your pantry, and write down what you need. And the picture that I posted, it just kind of gives you a reminder of other things to think about, such as, are you almost out of shampoo like me and you need to add that to your list, so that you save yourself an extra trip. So those are some things. I hope you guys are enjoying the group so far. Thank you again for being here, and I hope you have a lovely afternoon. See you later, and I'll come back with another video tomorrow.